What's up, Saiyan Army? Welcome to a new video. Today we're going to be doing a reaction video to the anime How Heavy Are the Dumbbells You Lift. If you guys haven't seen my first reaction video, go back and watch that one, or episode 1 whenever Taran decides to upload it. But anyways, today we're going to be doing a reaction to episode 3. So far, really liking the anime. I give animes about like the first 5 episodes or so to figure out really like if I like it or not, or how into it I'm gonna be. So we're gonna see in the next couple of episodes how good this anime really is, but so far I really like what they stand for and what they're promoting. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications, you will not regret it. Also like the video and comment down below if you guys want future reaction videos, new animes you want reaction to, or just whatever you want. If you want more of this, then comment that down below as well. So if you guys didn't watch the first video, this anime does run into a lot of copyright issues, meaning that I'm gonna have to talk a lot and we're gonna have to cut it just so it doesn't get taken down for you guys. But we're gonna do our best to bring out the best, content and quality content that we can for you guys without running into any of those copyright issues. So let's go. Sensei's on a diet too. Is that Macho? Oh no, there's this sensei. Get macho! So awkward. So something I'm really curious about Macho is so I haven't read the manga. I know lots of you guys may have, but I'm curious if they're gonna go more in depth about Macho and we're gonna learn more about him. A part of me feels like I kind of like him the way he is because he's so like funny and like corny, but on the other hand, it's like it would be cool to kind of like dive into the life of Macho. Like, look at him. How can you hate him? Oh man. He hasn't even flexed yet. It's not injuries. Oh! She's crazy. Look at the guys back in the back working out with their Speedos. Dude, I'd turn around and leave immediately. True, or active recovery. You shredded yet? How to use dumbbells. I like how he's bent. Look at it, he's like tech popping over here. Oh man. Alright, sure. Make sure you don't swing your elbows back and forth. Correct. True. Triceps breaking and your biceps for dumbbell curls. Correct. Correct. That's why they also say to contract your triceps at the bottom of every bicep rep to make sure your biceps are fully elongated. I don't do that, but that's what some people do. I don't notice any difference. Also, let's talk a little bit more about that. Also, on the fact about using momentum and maybe a light swing when going heavy with dumbbell curls. Yes, you're talking to the guy with the bicep injury, but that's not how I injured my bicep. It wasn't anything to do with curls, nor do I think I would ever injure it just because my bicep training is pretty like safe. But it's okay to do a little bit swinging level momentum. Understand that majority of your growth and gains are gonna come from the eccentric phase. That's where a majority of the tearing of the muscle fibers happen. So as long as you're doing controlled reps, even just a little momentum, just getting it up, as long as you're controlling it nice and controlled on the eccentric phase of the rep, so concentric and eccentric, you'll be totally fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, just a little bit. I think that too many people keep it too damn strict that they, you know, curl like 10-pound Yamcha weights for their entire, you know, lifting career, and they make zero gains. So don't let that be you. True. So I also got to correct myself again. Yeah, it's a balance, okay? Make sure you're lifting heavy weights with proper form, staying away from injury. Your #1 goal when entering the gym is staying away from injury. Number 2, you know, obviously you want to make gains and go as heavy as you can with proper form. So a good way to cheat when doing curls, so you don't end up hyperextending your back like that guy, is to use your legs. So when I'm attempting heavy curls, so for the majority of the time my curls are always, unless I'm doing heavy hammer curls, but whenever I'm doing heavy regular curls, it's always gonna be, I always bend my knees. So when I bend my knees, I'm using my legs to help with the momentum. I'm using my legs and hips to get the momentum to get the heavier dumbbells up, so you're not cheating using your lower back. So try that out next time you're gonna curl heavy. Anything like on the lower end of the rep range under 10, use your legs. I'll bend your knees slightly. $50 kg weight. 10 on your stomach. Oh no, she looks like Kaneki. Yes! She's a cosplayer. Also talking about cosplay, tomorrow we leave for Japan where we will be attending Comiket again. 500,000 people will be there, like thousands of cosplayers. It's gonna be sick. I'm not cosplaying there, obviously. I'm still recovering and I'm not, you know, at my Super Saiyan levels yet, but we're getting there. We're getting stronger each and every workout, and we're grinding it out, and we will still be hitting the gym while we're there. But stay tuned for that video, because yeah, we'll be going there for Comiket. Because I don't have to cosplay, I'll be able to run around and get a lot more footage for you guys, and it's gonna be sick. We're gonna see some of the sickest cosplays you ever seen in your life, and that'd be super cool if we see like a Machio there. Imagine seeing a Machio. Just a dude with his speedos. Oh man. Let's see what she brought this time. Oh! That's how you make them gains. White fish, mini croquettes, fried chicken, fried prawns. Damn! That's a lot of fats. Oh, she's intermittent fasting. Yeah, she's fasting. Oh, she's doing 1 meal a day. OMAD. Alright, so something I want you guys to understand about dieting as well, whether it's like OMAD 1 meal a day, whether you're doing intermittent fasting, keto, whatever type of dieting you're doing, flexible dieting, what matters the most is, can you stick to it? Can you stick to it long term? That's all that matters. If not, then you're gonna see, like I've seen, we all know someone that's done keto, lost, you know, 20-30 pounds and gained it all back the month after, just because they like to eat carbs, and they ate all the carbs and gained all the weight back, and even more so afterwards. So understand that, you know, it really depends on the person, how you prefer to diet. The reason why 1 meal a day is very popular is because it's, unless you have the hugest of appetites, it's really hard to eat like over 2,000 calories or whatever your allotment of calories is in 1 meal. So that's why it's really popular. It's easier to stay in a deficit via eating that way. Although sometimes the deficit can be too big, which I've seen a lot of times too. Alright, sorry to cut into the video, but Chichi and I are editing it, and I realized that I wanted to go a little more in depth about my thoughts on meal frequency. Now, there was a meta-analysis done back in 2015, done by Schoenfeld, Aragon, and Krieger. Basically, they took 15 studies on the effects of meal frequency on weight loss and body composition. And they took individuals that were eating anywhere from 1 to 5+ meals a day, and they found that it didn't make any difference. So I'm gonna link that study down below for you guys to look at. Enjoy the rest of the video. Sumo wrestlers. A lot on an empty stomach. Bro science. So like, yes, if you're like a top pro bodybuilder, then yes, you know, for muscle protein synthesis, if you want to maximize every 0.001% of your, of your protein that you're intaking every single day, then yes, eat every 2 to 3 hours. For most people, it doesn't matter. Like for me, yes, I do care about my body. Yes, I do care about muscle protein synthesis, but not that much where I'm gonna go out of my way to preparing 6 meals a day just to get that. For most people, it's unsustainable too. I've coached so many clients, and I've only had like a handful that really like to eat even 4 to 6 meals a day. Majority of them eat maybe like 3 to 4. I think on average it's like 2 to 3 big meals. I know some majority of clients like to eat bigger meals and eat like birds throughout the day. All right, let's see it. Canned mackerel. I mean, she's partially right, high in protein. She's just saying high protein, low fat, low carbs. The number one problem I've seen with a lot of clients, actually majority of my clients that when I first take them on, is a lot of their diets are too high in fat and carbs, too low in protein. So that's like a good way to think about your food choices when you're eating. Also, fats have 9 calories per gram and protein only has 4. Flexible dieting. Oh, cheat day. You can eat anything when you're on a low calorie diet. She's talking about refeeds. So studies show that yes, it can increase. So what they're talking about is refeeds. So what you do, like let's say you're on a low carb diet, low carb, then you have a refeed. Let's say you're on about like 200 grams of carbs or 100 grams of carbs. Let's go real low. Yeah, let's say you're on 100 grams of carbs a day. You have a refeed that's about 200 grams of carbs. Yes, it can bring up leptin levels, which is a fat burning hormone, but studies show that more than anything, it's more for you mentally. It makes dieting easier mentally more than anything. So don't stress out about refeeds. If you don't feel you need one, don't worry about it. Yes, if your cheat day is too great, you can ruin a week's worth of dieting. So you can totally eat up the caloric deficit that you created throughout the week with one bad cheat meal. So I wouldn't go overboard on that cheat meal either. That's why I prefer refeeds over cheat meals when training clients. Oh, this is Comiket right here. It is legit. Yeah, this is Tokyo Big Site right here. This is exactly what it looks like. It's ridiculous. There's like 100 people, photographers, around these cosplay girls with their like legs wide open and stuff. We didn't show it to you guys in the last Comiket video, but yeah, it's pretty fun. Yo, this is my boy Taichi. I'll put up a picture right here. His cosplay as Master Roshi went viral. I see him at every Comiket. Super nice guy. English is not the best. Last time we had like a translator, but yeah, he's the nicest guy. Jacked bodybuilder. Did Doraemon one year. Not Doraemon, but the little boy, what's his name again? Whatever. Doraemon's little boyfriend. Not boyfriend, but the little kid. He did that kid. Super cool guy, but that's him. This is Taichi right here. He just jumps in the middle and just strips down. He was inside the so you're not supposed to cosplay inside the building unless you're Taichi. he cosplayed, he just ripped down and went down to his Speedos. That was his, his Zangief cosplay. He did a Zangief cosplay. I was posing like in the middle. It was, yeah, you guys gotta go to Comiket once if you guys are into anime. Fronto press, aka Spirit Bomb. Alright, let's see it. Let's see it. This is one of my favorite lifts, honestly. Nothing feels better than hitting a heavy ass Spirit Bomb. So you gotta really work on lots of mobility work because avoid bending your upper body or you might hurt your lower back. True, don't hyperextend your lower back. Sure, by paying attention. That bar path, like what the hell is that? That was a horrible. So for some reason they showed her like pushing it in front of her face, like so the bar, they made it go like in front of her face and then over the top. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to kind of like puff your chest out, tuck your lats, and start at your collarbone, and you're supposed to press straight up and through. So the bar essentially should, I mean, it has a slight travel forward from the start, but it should be more, you're trying to get as straight of a line as possible, because what's the fastest way from point A to point B? A straight line, correct? Not this crazy arch that they had here showing. So understand that you want that straight line. You want to stick your chest out, kind of tuck your head back so you don't whack yourself in the chin or anything. Also, we'll clip my 225 Spirit Bomb at 175 pounds. That's my all-time best lift that I've ever hit. I'm coming for it again. I guarantee you, I'm coming back for it. All right, so the question is, what exercise are you gonna demonstrate again? They demonstrated biceps and a Spirit Bomb. Or they're not gonna demonstrate anything. No, they gotta demonstrate something. Oh, they're going with the Danberu again. Shoulder width apart, relax your shoulders. You can retract too as well. Start with your right arm. Minor correction, start with your weaker arm. Most people are right-handed, so I would start with your left arm. Reason being is you wanna start with the arm where you're gonna need the most energy for. Now, if you're doing alternating, it doesn't really make a huge difference, but that's just what I was taught and it makes like a slight difference. So minor change, minor change. Turn your wrist towards you, supinate, yes. Bend your elbow too much or rely on momentum. She's talking about the forward elbow travel. So I'm not 100% sure if this is correct, but I remember reading a study that showed that in order to get the full bicep contraction, you need at least some elbow travel. Because let's say you're keeping your elbow to your side at all times. I mean, you can only curl so high, you know? But if you bring your elbow slightly forward, then you can get a little bit more, maybe like an extra 5 degrees extra on that contraction, just by getting that little forward travel of the elbow. Don't flame me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I believe I read something like that. Oh yeah, so they weren't even doing alternating. I wasn't even paying attention, sorry. So yeah, if you're doing one side at a time, definitely start with your weaker arm. Always start with your weaker arm whenever you're doing alternating. So start with your left, then do your right if you're right-handed. For me, when I'm left-handed, so I always start with my right. All right, so that's the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, like the video. For online coaching, if you guys want your own personal machio, mini machio in your life, hit me up, gokuflex@gmail.com. We can get you shredded, teach you how to work out. You know, I teach everyone from ground zero. Like that's probably my most frequent email is, I don't know anything in the gym. So I'll help you from the ground up, tell you what to do, how to hit your macros, etc. and make you gains. For programs, check out SaiyanArmy.com. Also check out my sponsors, HP Labs, Alpha Clothing. Links will be down below in the description. I'll see you guys in the next video. Much love, strength, and honor. Aloha.